people always treat agriculture as if it's not a business. You know, it's just plant some food. That's it. What makes you think that we can ratchet this up to the level now where we can now treat it as
Yeah. You know, for a long time we've kind of treated agriculture and fisheries as the fallback on, as the stepchild of our
yes,
economic growth. When the reality, it has to be at the forefront of our economic growth. And in order to do that, then you really have to treat it as the business that it is. That means taking a multifaceted approach to agriculture and fisheries. So one, you have to deal with the professionals first. So you have to deal with your farmers and fishers, and how can you ensure that you're upgrading them and that they have access to the regular things that other professions have access to. And that's why we spent a lot of time after doing our listening tour. And we did start by moving around and listening to everybody, to hear every parish. We met with farmers and fishers to hear what are some of the challenges. And one of the big things we said is that we need our farmers and fishers to be able to have access to things that other professions have access to. So one, we started with insurance, health and life insurance. And as you know, Chopper, I come from a farming and fishing constituency, and we saw too many of our farmers and fishers do well, but then they get beset by illness. They don't have the coverage to take them through the illness. Unfortunately, ended up passing from that illness, and all of their savings have been wiped out, and it's very difficult for the family. So the first step to really treat agriculture as a business is to ensure that people recognize that the profession is valued and valid, and as such, they must have access. So as you now know, we now have health and life insurance. Both Sagicor and Guardian Life offer health and life insurance for our farmers and fishers on preferential terms, and I mean amazing terms. I mean, you can get life insurance up to $1.5 million for less than $400 a month, right? Terms like that, really significant.
less than 400 Jamaican dollars a month?
Less than $400 a month, right? No, it's not. I'm not misspeaking. Less than $400 a month, and
I tempted to ask if you were talking about US dollars there.
No, and you can get personal injury for about $300 a month. Personal injury protection for over $1 million. So if you get in an accident, coverage, you can get critical illness, you can get regular health insurance when you go with your card to the pharmacy. So we have that now, and we're saying that is the first step, because in developing your sector, you have to start with the people in your sector. And sometimes we try to develop the sector outside of the people. My approach is you start with the people first, right? So we have that, and I want to use the opportunity to encourage farmers and fishers, sign up if you've not already done so for the health and life insurance. It will ensure that you secure your future, secure your wealth, and secure your family. So that is one. The other thing is that we have to ensure that on the ground, we're teaching more farming principles. So we started last year to introduce our extension officers into what we call farming as a business, a course that we do with the Canadian Commonwealth Institute. And all of them have now been trained. And this year, we're going to roll out teaching our farming groups and farmers how to really approach farming as a business. We're going to teach them about record keeping, we're going to teach them about market trends, data analysis, business plans, things of that nature that we think are critical, because we want every farmer and fisher to recognize that they are in a business. They must know what they're investing, their rate of returns, their cost of production,